Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago. And they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. He might want another play. Taylor wants to throw it. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Here's Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Keeps it on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Taylor wants to throw.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Working that left side now. Makes a grab and room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points up.
Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Now this offense is back on the field. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Evans. Finds his man. It's Taylor. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Hardy. And he could not get loose on the run.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing Simmons. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
The run inside. It's Hardy. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, give to Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. 4th down, Simmons.
Hey, he's dropped down deep. Oh,
Tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Motion from the back. Taylor wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Caught at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Flips it out to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Simmons on the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Upstairs, he's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback keeps it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out.
All right, come on.
No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Georgia with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Taylor wants to throw it. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got him. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Fluff. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Maybe some room here. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. That one will give them the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Just a small return, but a big play as they head it now at the 45.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeper. Could be an alley. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that rep, good coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a give to Bothwell. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to Hardy. There's some room.
Damn, this
Pick
nigga
up on the
tired.
ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Oh my God.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Simmons on play action. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds.
Hold on,
there.
Brody. Hold on.
Wait, the broom in here.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here with my drawers on. You can't bother me.
That's not gonna bother me.
Pick up on the play, spotted at the 32.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here's a give to Hardy. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, Missouri! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top lane. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Unloads to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Now give it to Fluff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
A run for the quarterback. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, great catch. Understanding you're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll run it with Bothwell. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
A well-designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Simmons. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Unloads it left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was fourth and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks, see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Throwing Simmons. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is assured points. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he got it! And that's going to tie it up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback making checks. Taylor wants to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They strike first in overtime.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Now, they don't have to go for 2 here, but it looks as if they're going to try it anyway. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They didn't get it, and we'll see if that little bit of aggression comes back to haunt them. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Simmons. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Oh, my controller died. My controller died.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume.